Okay, here we are on some random bit of ice out in the middle of nowhere. So if you watched last time, by the way, I'm ExoPluto, and this is the Better Building, or Building Better? I don't know. Better Building or Building Better. This is the series where we are going to try to build better. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's just got to be better every single time. But right now, we're out in the middle of nowhere because last time we tried to find the end portal, and we discovered it's kind of right around here. But here's the deal. It's just water down here. So to find a way to get down there, I have decided that I was going to go mine a bunch of sand. So we got all this sand here, and we're going to put the sand in the water, and hopefully that is going to clear out an area of water for us so that we can actually get down there without drowning. So let's give it a shot. Okay, what the heck? I'm at the bottom of the ocean floor and I'm hearing... You heard that, right? That was a door breaking down. Oh, okay, I get it. I must be really close to the stronghold. Right? Because that's the only way a zombie could be breaking down a door right now. So this is bedrock. So I must have passed the... I don't know. I guess we gotta throw another Eye of Ender just to be sure. Oh, okay. Then if I throw it from over here, it should go back in that direction. Yeah, okay. So it is over there. Okay, I messed up here, so I just want to record my final moments and my first death on the server. Okay, I drowned. I gotta find this spot again. Welcome to Building Better with ExoPluto. What is Building Better? It's the game where we can't figure out how to get to the end, and we drown, and everything is miserable. Alright, let's find our way back to base, and then see if we can find our way back to the end. Well, that was super frustrating, but I think finally we found it here. That looks like the end portal. There we go. Nice. Oh my god. How are these things so tough? So now we know where this thing is, but I don't think I'm actually geared up enough to go and take on this dragon. So I want to get more stuff, I want to get more arrows, and I want to see if I can get a better bow. And yeah, I made this little area here so it's easier to get back to the end. We'll grab some more stuff and we'll come back. We're back home with our lovely tower and our ugly tree and our lovely little farm here and the bridge we built last episode, looking awesome. Okay, this is it, just about ready. I've got all I had to go get some more ender pearls. I had to get a bunch more backup stuff, backup bow, backup weapons, and I guess I don't have backup armor, but that's okay. Backup food. Alright, let's place all these. And here we go. Oh, this is not good. Okay. So we're on an island here. Okay. Okay, dragon's over there. I want to try and get some ender pearls immediately so that I can at least survive the fall. Where is he? Okay, he's over there. Okay, I have an ender pearl. There we go. First one down. Second one down. There we go. Third one down. Fourth one down. Fifth one down. Okay, this is what we need our ender pearl for. Nice. This guy is easy. I so got him. Where is he? Couple more shots. Honestly, I do think they need to make the Ender Dragon a little bit more difficult. You're done. Goodbye. Breathe in. We did it. And now we go end city busting. Let's go see if we can find some. Nope, didn't get lucky. I was hoping maybe as soon as we get transported here, we get into an end city. But looks like we'll have to do some exploring. This might take a while. There we go, we found one, and it's a really good one. Look at that, we got the ship and everything. All I honestly care about right now is the ship. I might take a few shulkers, but I really want the elytra. Okay, I actually kind of want this to hit me so I can ender pearl down onto it. Perfect. Alright, and I don't even need to ender pearl. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, there we go. Take this guy out. Come back here. Doesn't matter. I got my wings. Yeah, sky's the limit. Let's see what else we got. Iron leggings. Are you kidding me? Oh, this is the worst. Iron. What is this? I'll take the gold though. I know it's not much, but I think I'm just going to take my wings and my one shulker box and get out of here for now. We're back home and with our brand new elytra. So let's take it out for a spin. We're going to see our little world we've created here from above for the first time. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. But over here, last time we built this tree, and I think y'all can agree that we didn't do such a great job on this tree. We can put a lot more effort into this. So I'm going to give it another stab. I've got a theory of how to build better trees. I don't know. I've been looking it up. I've been looking online to see if there's someone who's got a good way, and I haven't really found one. But I've got a theory of what to do here. Here we are in creative mode. And so you can see the theory that I've got here is that the kind of random placing of branches and leaves that I was doing before was no good. So if you look here, I've still kept a similar trunk style, and I've got some random branches, but then for the main branches, I have them going up pretty vertically, a lot steeper than I was doing before. Before I was just kind of juting out at random angles. So at the base, I've got them kind of thick and going pretty steep. And then towards the top, they're a bit thinner. So that's one thing. And then I'm trying to be a bit like artistic, I guess. I don't know, like really considering where these things are going to be juting out to make it look nicer. So it should look good from all angles. And then the other thing I'm doing here is you'll notice I put these spheres around the tree with the leaves, because that was the other thing that I didn't like about my other tree, was the leaves were just kind of all over the place. So I think if I do this, I don't know for sure, but I think if I do this and I put spheres around here, it'll kind of guide my leaf placement better, so that it makes more sense. Because if you think about it, I think trees are trying to maximize the area that the leaves get for the sun. So it would make sense if they form a kind of sphere, and I can use that to guide things. Anyway, we're going to try it out and see if we can do our trees a bit better. Back to the survival world now, and I know that someone was commenting that I should keep all my old trees and see how I improve, and I think I will do that, but for this one, I think it just needs to go. We need to get rid of this tree. I'm sorry. It was a good attempt, but it needs to go, and we'll put up a brand new tree here, and it's going to be a lot better. All right, here we go. So this is definitely better than what I had before. Still not exactly, man, it's tough. It's still not exactly what I'm looking for, and I really want to find a good way of making trees, but I think this is a ton better, and at least it's worth keeping. Maybe it's too close to the tower. Actually, it might even look better from above. Yeah, I think maybe there's just my viewing angles of it weren't great. Let's see what it looks like from up here. Yeah, this side, the other side is definitely better. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Again, it's not perfect, but it's better than we did before. We tested out a theory of how to place the branches and the leaves. So I'm going to put a sign on this somewhere saying, what am I going to say? I'm going to say April 2025. Yeah, so that we know that we built this thing in April 2025, and later when we get super good at building trees, we can say, wow, we've come a long way. Hopefully that will happen. Hopefully I'm not stuck just being bad at trees forever. Anyway, yeah, I think that looks pretty decent for now. The next thing I want to do here is plan out my mega build. So, hey, horsey. So this whole area over here is going to be something really big, and we'll get to that in a bit. We're going to take up basically this whole island. I'd probably start with some terraforming. But before we get on that, I want to get some backup elytras and some more shulker boxes, because I actually don't have any mending. I don't have a way to get any enchanting books. So yeah, we're going back to the end real quick. And after all that, I'm out of rockets and have to walk back home. Great. Okay, so I've got it all in this chest right here. I got one, two, three, four, and the elytra I'm wearing, so I've got 5 elytra, uh, 7 shulker shells, which isn't too much. I wasn't focusing on the shulkers really. I was focusing on the elytra, and I got a decent pickaxe here. I got some. Oh, that's. I guess I got a few iron pieces, but I got some decent chest plates and weapons and a bunch of diamonds. So yeah, I think that went really well. Let's get back to building. So remember, we're going to do the mega build right over there on the main island here. But I think that the main island needs a bit of terraforming before we start on that. So what I want to do is I want to make the shores kind of rocky, and they should slope up quite a bit. And basically what I'm going to do over here is make this much more mountainous of a region. And I probably have a hill or mountain on the center there. And then once I get all that done, I can start on the main mega project. But let me go into creative and just kind of show what I'm thinking of for the terraforming of this. This is kind of what I was thinking about for the shore. Make it more rocky. We'll put some gravel, a little bit of sand, and then some cobblestone and stone coming up. And then we'll slope up, and every so often we'll have kind of a cliff like this. And just generally, the main island is going to slope up into kind of a mountain towards the center. So that's the idea. And then for the cliffs, I'm thinking we start kind of with the dark deep slate and tough at the bottom, kind of how we did before for our mine entrance. and then as we go up we get lighter, and then on the tops we put like moss and grass and stuff like that. I'm definitely not going to get to the whole thing this episode, but let's see if we can make a dent in at least part of this, and we can kind of get a sense of how this is going to look with everything. So I got a box full of some materials here. Let's just do this section maybe, and then we'll see where we get to. All right, this is what we got so far. I think it's looking pretty good, but oh my gosh, this is going to be so much work. This is like maybe 1/20th of the whole island here. But you can see we've got the sand at the bottom there going up into kind of a rocky shore, and then we got the rocks and the cliffs and some moss and grass over here. I started to kind of outline where this mountain will be in the center, and now I'm thinking I actually don't want to build this mountain. It's going to be so much work, and I think it's too steep. I think we'll just do the rest of the sides of this thing, and then we'll put the mega base on top of it, and then we can add mountain parts as we go. So I think that's going to do it for today. We got a ton done. First of all, we made it to the end. We beat the game, of course. That was awesome. We beat the dragon, and we got our elytra, we got a bunch of shulker boxes and everything, and we kind of made our tree a little bit better over there. Definitely better than last time, and we got some terraforming done. So thanks for joining, and I will see you all on the next one.